Alright, before we get things started, I want to bring up a few things. One, I know I mentioned in a previous video that I was no longer going to make any more Toon Talk movie vlogs. The reason I decided to change that and to start making them again is because, one, I've been super duper busy this past summer, and the movies that I did see, I didn't get a chance to film them. So, since there were barely any Toon Talk episodes at all in the summer, and barely any movie vlogs at all in the summer, I figured, what the hell, I might as well just bring them back like nothing ever happened. And second of all, I am sorry that this came out late, that I haven't gotten around to watching the movie till just now. That's my bad. That's on me. Hello, my beautiful people. I just saw the Loud House movie, and I have a very fascinating history with the Loud House. I started watching the show back in 2017 because I've heard a lot of really good things about it after Nickelodeon had a whole crap load of just terrible shows like Family and Chum Chum, Sanjay and Craig, and Breadwinners. The Loud House came along and everyone was saying that it was actually a really good show. So since my cable provider got rid of Nickelodeon and all other Viacom networks at the time, I picked up the DVD of season 1, volume 1, and I gave the show a shot, and it was really good. I liked it. I liked all the different characters. I liked the comic strip art style, and a lot of the episodes were pretty funny. Once my cable provider got Nickelodeon and all the other Viacom networks back, obviously I started watching the show whenever new episodes came out, and I've been able to keep up with the show up to now with this new movie. Some of my most popular videos ever are on the Loud House, and I haven't talked about the show since like January of 2018. So I think it's about time I talk about the Loud House again. I have been hearing about this movie since 2017, to be honest. Like, I've heard rumors about a Loud House movie for a while. I think that the creator was supposed to be involved, but then he got fired from the show because of reasons, and that obviously pushed it back. And I believe it was also supposed to come out in theaters last year, but COVID happened, and now it ended up on Netflix. And I liked it. Basically, all of the Loud sisters have unique things about them. They're all very talented. They get awards. They get pictures taken. They're famous for some reason. But Lincoln, the only boy in the family, is feeling a little left out because, in his own words, he is in his sister's shadow. But he then learns that his family is from Scotland. So he convinces his family to take a vacation to Scotland to find if he's special somewhere there. So they go to Scotland, and they figure out that they were actually royalty, and their family founded the town of Loch Loud. They meet the groundskeeper to their castle, who is voiced by David Tennant, easily the best character in the movie. Our villain, who wants to be the Duchess. Her ancestors drove the Louds away from Loch Loud simply because she wanted to be the Duchess and want her peace and quiet. Obviously, with the Loud family now here, her peace and quiet just been thrown down the shitter. There's even a reference to the theme song in there. Lincoln finds out that the only boy in the previous family was the Duke of Loch Loud, so he tries to get the attention of the townsfolk so that he could be the new Duke of Loch Loud. Now, the story is not the first thing I would immediately think of when I think of a Loud House movie. But then again, I don't know what I was really expecting from a Loud House movie. But I didn't expect ghosts and dragons all over the damn place, and the Louds having to save a whole ass town from an evil, mad, crazy lady wanting to be the Duchess. Oh, and I guess technically ghosts have been confirmed to exist in the Loud House series a couple times. So I guess the fact that there are ghosts in this movie, that's not completely out of the question. But the dragons are still weird, though. I mean, like, even though this film has a lot of different characters, it is primarily about Lincoln and his story on finding himself, realizing what makes him special from his other sisters, or if he really is special in himself. So let's take a moment to talk about the animation. Now, typically when you make movies based off of animated series, you typically have to make the animation look a little cleaner and more cinematic compared to just a normal episode. This film is a little half and half. Half the time, the animation looks really great. You can definitely tell that this is a Loud House movie, and they want to try some stuff that they can't really do on the show. And the other half of the time, you could pause the movie and you'd assume that this still just from a normal episode. But it's not bad animation. The animation is actually really well done. It has the same comic strip style from the show. The character designs are well done, and it's great. It's nice to see these dark colors and these dynamic shots that we don't typically see in the show, making it feel a lot more cinematic. But those only happen every so often, and a good amount of the time, it does look like a regular episode at times. The characters, pretty much all of the characters in this movie are pulled directly out of the show. You have our main character of Lincoln, who's trying to find himself, discover what makes him special, wants to get out of his sister's shadow. And you have all the other sisters. They're pretty much exactly how they are in the show. Many of them have a specific trait, like, the dumb fashion girl, the smart girl, the punk girl, the goth girl, the tomboy girl. But the characters are likable, even if most of them are one-dimensional and don't get a whole lot of time to shine. And then there are the two main original characters made exclusively for this movie. There's Angus, who's voiced by David Tennant. He's the groundskeeper of the castle, and he loves Lock Loud more than he loves his own son. He's genuinely just a lovable guy, and this makes the second time that David Tennant, a British dude, has played an animated Scottish character, saying, "Bless me bagpipes." And there's also the main villain, whose name I forgot. She wants to be the Duchess, and she wants peace and quiet away from the Louds. She has this gem that she puts into this dragon spear, and she can control the dragon in this movie. Yeah, there's a fucking dragon in this movie, and make it evil, do evil things. She's a lot of fun to watch her be crazy and evil and over the top. I almost forgot to mention the ghosts in this movie. Yeah, I mentioned earlier, the ancestors of the Louds who founded Lock Loud are in this movie. And one of them, Lucina, I believe her name was. She's basically past Lucy. Lucy summons her, and at the end of the movie, the rest of the old family shows up, and they all look exactly like the main Louds in the film. Even Rita, which is a little confusing because it was established that Lynn's side of the family is from Scotland. So, what the fuck? Why does the mom look like Rita? That's concerning. Lynn, what did you do? So, well, my main question is, if the ghost could show up at any point in time, why didn't they just say, hey, yo, this bitch stormed us away from our land. She forced us out of here with a dragon so she can be the Duchess. Don't listen to her, listen to us. We're the royal family. So, like, if they could do that at any time, why couldn't they just do it? Okay, maybe Lucy summoning a ghost might have triggered it, but we never see Lucy summon the rest of the family, so I just have to assume that the rest of the family just showed up out of nowhere. Like, they've just always been there. Like, the more I think about this shit, the less it makes sense. Why? There's also musical numbers in this movie. Yeah, the film's a musical. The songs are a lot like the Phineas and Ferb movies, where half of the songs are flat-out musical numbers, and the other half are montage songs made exclusively for this movie. I particularly can't get the opening song out of my head, Life is Better Loud. And the songs are nice, the songs are catchy. I'm definitely gonna hum a few of them after watching it. They even do a parody of the theme song in this movie called Loud Castle, about the Louds now living in this castle. Nickelodeon and Netflix actually promoted one of the songs, I Gotta Be the Duke. They released a clip, like the first 40, 60 seconds of the song. Yeah, that's a really catchy song. I really like that. Got it stuck in my brain. The villain song is a lot of fun too. If you're gonna listen to any of the songs, listen to the villain song. And Life is Better Loud. That's a catchy song. So overall, who would I recommend this movie to? If you're a fan of The Loud House, I think you're going to like this film just fine. You're gonna have a blast with it. You're going to really enjoy it. If you're not familiar with the show, it's pretty newcomer friendly. I think that newcomers can watch this film just fine. So before we end things, I want to point something out that I find very fascinating. So back in August of 2019, Nickelodeon released 2 movies on the exact same day. One of them being based on a super popular Nick Jr. series, which was released in theaters, and the other one was based off of a popular Nicktoon, which was released on Netflix. Fast forward to 2021, Nickelodeon releases 2 movies on the exact same day in August. One of them was based on a super popular Nick Jr. series, which was released in theaters, and the other one was based off of a popular Nicktoon, which was released on Netflix. How am I the only one that noticed this? But anyway, guys, what did you think of the Loud House movie? Please let me know down in the comments below. And are you a fan of the Loud House? Let me know. And would you guys want me to talk about the Loud House more in the future? It felt weird to talk about this show again after not talking about it for a while, but hey, Loud House content is back on the channel, I guess. Maybe I'll review that live action movie that's coming this December to Nickelodeon. I mean, it looks fine, but live action Mr. Coconut is gonna haunt my nightmares. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified whenever I upload new videos. And I will see you later. Bye!